Hello there, I am RedmondStache, and I'd like to welcome you to the very first RedRun challenge. Unlike ordinary RedRuns where I just play a game, in a RedRun challenge I'll be playing through a game with some extra rules in place to make things a little bit more difficult for me. Sometimes they'll have failure states, and other times I'll simply be trying to get to the end of the game under the extra constraints. I'll also spell out the rules beforehand so that you folks can attempt the challenge yourselves, if you dare. I wanted to start off with a game I absolutely adore, so this time I'll be playing Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. In this game, as you might guess, you hunt monsters. Sometimes you'll grind the same quest over and over to get all the parts you need to make some gear, completely ignoring monster populations and completely breaking time as you help the same people with the same problem over and over again, collecting additional rewards every time. I don't know about you, but I think that might make us hunters the real monsters. So with that in mind, I've come up with this challenge. The rules are simple. No repeating cleared quests. If it's got a check mark on it, you can't do it again. No hunting the same large monster multiple times in the Everwood. After all, it's a delicate and unknown ecosystem. No entering the Everwood if there's not a new large monster shown. Otherwise, you could farm it for Zenny, and that goes against the spirit of the challenge. If you cart once, it's game over. That means if your health reaches 0 at any point, for any reason, your run is done. If you fail a quest, that is also game over, because you've proven that you can't handle it. Now, that's it for the standard rules, but you can also add optional rules if you want to make it harder or easier. I myself will be using some optional rules, those being, I can't buy anything I could craft myself because I don't know whether or not those are ethically sourced. So I can't buy a potion from the market, but I can buy a trap tool since I can't craft those myself. Another rule I'll be using is no multiplayer. Now, if you want to use a similar version of this rule that's not quite as harsh, you can say no multiplayer with anyone who's not also in on the challenge. That way you can still play with your friends who are challenging themselves, as long as none of you repeats a quest. Of course, it'll be up to you to decide whether or not you're allowed to repeat urgents when it comes time for all of you to do yours. Another rule I'll be using is I will have to use a weapon that I am not used to. This means that I can't use an insect glaive, I can't use a hammer, I can't use a switch axe. So I'll be using a greatsword because it seems like a weapon that'll be fun to use, and it's not one that I am very familiar with. And that's it for the rules I'm going to be using, but there's also one more suggestion that I've received and that I'll be giving you guys. If you want to be able to continue this after you've already failed a quest or carted, there is an option to continue from a game over, and to do so, you have to sell all of your equipped gear. And this is a pretty hefty penalty, because since you can't repeat quests, you can't get those materials back. So anything you sell is going to permanently put you at a disadvantage. So, I'm going to get right into this challenge, and I hope that some of you will join me. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. As you can see, I've got one account here where I've done quite a bit of playing. It's at 491 hours right now as of this recording. But we're going to be using this shiny new fella, because that's the whole purpose of the challenge, to really get in there with a new character using a weapon that I'm not familiar with, and see just how far I can make it. So, we're going to use this lovely red mustached fellow. Of course, since this is the first time we're playing him, we get to look at load screens, for one. Those are always a thing. But then we get this lovely intro. That sure is a dragon ship. Oh yeah, look at that stash. And that swagger. It won't be long, Hunter. If the Valhabar pub poured our drinks now, we could reach 'em before they went flat. You want to come over here and see for yourself? Sure, why not? Hey, buddy. Just a bit more and you can spot Valhabar on the horizon. I can smell the city from here. Or maybe I've got something stuck in my mustache again? Ha ha! I've never gotten anything stuck in my mustache, by the way, so I don't know the feel. Are you excited, Hunter? A bustling bazaar floating on a sea of sand. Ain't nothing or nobody you can't find there. This here's what I love about being the caravaneer, leading a big old caravan of trusted companions all over the world. Well, the trusted companions part is a work in progress. In fact, that's what brings me to Valhabar. I'm looking to recruit 3 more companions to join me on my travels. Whatever you're in the market for, be it good folk, good deals, or good intel, Valhabar is the place. And the barkeeps don't water down the drinks. Well, not as much as most places, at least. But no time for that this trip. I've got companions to rustle up. I won't settle for sots or layabouts. A caravaneer puts his hopes and dreams in his comrades' hands, you know? So what about you, Hunter? What's your business in Valhabar? Ah, I see. Come to officially register as a hunter, have you? That's right, they do have a gathering hall in Valhabar, and no shortage of hunters seeking quests, I hear. Don't let that worry you. I'm sure you'll find good work. Say. Wow, indeed. Have you noticed the Remobra swarm over yonder? Something seems to have them in a fuss. Right over there. Maybe you could see them better if you used the plus control pad to adjust the camera. No thanks, I'll use my Circle Pad Pro. Also, I'm totally hiding behind him. Yep, them some Remobras. And somehow I've stepped back down. Oh, hey, look, it's a Darren Moran. Why, I never expected to see that. Oh no, his hat! Takes a guy without a hat to tell you just how important a hat is, especially when said guy without a hat is bald. Looks like someone's already injured this Darren Moran, though. What with its arms already being busted. Of course, that'll just help us. I do so love this music. And here it comes. Gonna get in here so I don't even have to hold any buttons. A Darren Moran! I was afraid of that. When you see a Remobra swarm, you just know that Elder Dragon can't be far behind. Like, even if you see a Remobra swarm in Heaven's Mount, because I'm pretty sure Darren Moran doesn't go there. Watch out now, don't fall off the ship. Use the R button to steady yourself. Or, you know, use no buttons at all, because I'm way over here. Yeah, who cares? Did you find your footing? Oh, what the... My hat! Jumping Jaggy, that's where I keep... Well, no time for that now. Listen up, Hunter. Unless we can stop it, that Darren Moran will crush Valhabar like a huskberry. I'll send out a distress call. Try to buy me some time. What's that? You're gonna try and get my hat back? Criminy, Hunter. You got some Durambaro-sized... Well, alright then. I thank you kindly for it, if you make it back. You can climb onto that thing's back from its arm. Wait on the deck and I'll holler when it's safe. Doop, doop, doop. Hey, look. It's time. Now, run up its arm! Hello, hat. Good on you, Hunter. But be careful. Looks like it's fixing to shake you off. That Moran ain't no moron. Can you make it back to the skiff? Yeah, sure. Super tough. You made it back. Much obliged, Hunter. Alright, I need you to buy some time. Showering it with cannonballs should give it something to think about. The cannonballs are at the back of the ship. Press the A button at the gathering point to grab one. Then hustle it over to a cannon and press the A button to fire it off. I'm counting on you, Hunter. Okay, back we go. Hello, cannonballs. How are you today? Today. Words are hard. That's it. You got a cannonball. Now hustle that baby over to the cannon. You can hold the R button to dash. But mind yourself, you'll fumble the cannonball if you take a hit. Watch the timing of the Darren Moran's attacks. Pow. Hello, cannon ammo. They gave me speed gather for this. Pow. There you go. Didn't like that one bit, did he? Ha ha. Keep it busy, just like that. Okay, I guess I'll do more. Where you at, buddy? Oh, you're going to the other side? Think there's fewer cannonballs over there? Well, you're wrong. Pow! Cripes, that thing can leap. You don't see that every day. But this is no time for slack-jawed gaping. Look at the touchscreen, and I'll learn you how to use the target cam. The target cam lets you fix the camera on the monster you got targeted. Go figure, right? To use it, enter target mode by tapping the icon of whatever monster you want to target. Once you're in target mode, press the L button at any time to recenter the camera on that monster. That way, even if the critter makes any sudden moves, you won't lose sight of it. I'm sure you can see the sense in that. Oh, and press the L button twice to send the camera back behind you. You gotta tap it quick, though. Okay, fine. Hey, look, target cam. I totally need that to track this giant beast. I never could have seen where it went without it. Good work, Hunter. Just need a little more time. Keep it up. Though target cam is definitely far more useful if you don't have yourself a right analog. I do have a right analog, so yeah, I don't make too much use of it myself. CirclePad Pro or new 3DS are both fine options and really make this game even more playable, though it's perfectly playable without. Great job, Hunter, but we're almost at Valhabar. It's time to pull out all the stops. Morin's got sensitive ears. It's how they monitor the surface when they're in the sand. Loud noises give them fits. We gotta let it get as close as possible, then ring the hunting gong on the ship's deck. That ought to send it reeling. Thing is, I need a little more time to get the gong ready. You wait near the gong switch, and when I holler that we're good to go, press the A button to give that gong what for. Yep, that sure is the gong switch. Dope, dope, dope. Time to wait. Hey, look, it's him. Now, bang that gong! Bang. Gong. And now a lovely cutscene. Hey, buddy, look! It's a thing. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a thing. Quick, do the thing! Got it! Hey, hit it! Nope! Ugh! You damn fish! It's neat having them show off the various other armor sets in here. And hey, look, it's the Ace Commander. Pow. Well, that guy's not having a good day. And now everything is sandy. They did the thing. All right, so heading to Valhabar, where At least from that angle, the boat looked way bigger than it should have relative to the buildings. But whatever. Hey, buddy. Oh, it's my hat. Thanks. Oh, it's got the thing in it still. I love this thing. Thanks. And I'm guessing that gong was the all clear. Sure, let's save. Why not? Yay. Okay, just taking a look around town. And making sure we know everyone who's important. Greetings, Hunter. Looks like we both scraped through with all our limbs. Ha! It's time we introduced ourselves proper. What do you say? They call me the Caravaneer. I run the caravan. Of course, lots of caravans pass through Valhabar, but mine's the only one worthy of a capital C. Ha ha! I gotta tell you, precious few hunters could hold their own against that monster without preparation. Hoo-wee! Have you got any work lined up? No? Good. Ha ha! Because I got a job for you right here in the capital C caravan. What do we do? Well, what I do is hunt for treasure. Pure, unadulterated excitement. Me and the man over there are trying to discover the meaning of a little doodad in my possession I like to call the article. We've traveled the world already, and now we've come to Valhabar in search of 3 companions to help us. Companion number 1, a cook. Can't hunt for treasure and mysteries on an empty stomach. Or a sober mind. Ha! Companion number 2, a merchant. We need a fella who can get what we need when we need it, no questions asked. Companion number 3, a hunter. Traveling the world is dangerous. A hunter keeps the caravan safe and sound. And who should I meet on the ferry but you? You practically saved that whole dang city, alone. Well, with a little help. Some might call that chance, but I call it destiny. So, how about it? You want to join the capital C? Sure, why not? Right, now we're cooking with wyvern fire. This calls for a little entrance exam. Just a formality, mind you. Now for your first capital C challenge, I need you to... You know what? I'm famished. Let's do this. Fetch me a well-done steak. Heck, even a rare steak will do. To make 'em, you'll need to start with raw meat and then slowly grill it. I forget how many O's there are in slow, but timing matters. You'd better just get out in the wild and try it. That there's the quest counter. Eventually you'll be able to stop by there and undertake a whole slew of meaty quests. Before you get to the meaty quests, though, you have to finish my meaty quest. As in, a quest for meat. The Guildmar Marming, the counter, will point you in the right direction. She's a peach, she is. Over that way is the smithy. The man there can take your materials and forge you new weapons and armor. Forging is a hunter must. The man's been my partner for ages. You'd never know he was so dexterous from the look of him. Ha! Use the house over there as a prep room. Don't be shy. If you're going to be one of us, you need your own personal space. The item box in there is already stocked with a range of weapons. Go ahead and equip the one that suits you best. You can save your progress by sleeping in the bed there, too. And last, but certainly not least, I'll be here if you ever lose sight of your goal. I'll point you in the right direction. Right, now take these with you. Some funds to get yourself ready and a bona fide set of caravan armor. You're my kindred hunter now. All you gotta do is breeze through a couple tests and make it official. Good luck! Ha ha! Hooray, now I've got clothing. Time to go change my weapon and then we'll call this episode quits. So, since I plan to use a weapon that I haven't really used very much in the past, I'm going to be going with a greatsword this time around. Other weapons that I haven't really spent too much time with include longsword, dual blades, hunting horn, both lances, and possibly the charge blade if you want to get into that. Greatsword I've pretty much only used in arenas. It was never my thing in previous Monster Hunter games, but I've been able to post some pretty good times in arenas with it in this game. So, I'm hoping that I'll be able to actually use it well enough to make it a decent way into the challenge. I'm not going to use the Insect Glaive, because that was my main weapon on my main file. I've used it thousands of times between Monster Hunter 4, Monster Hunter 4G, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. And I'm not going to use the Switch Axe, because I've used that through Monster Hunter Tri, Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, Monster Hunter Tri-G, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I have used the Switch Axe thousands of times. So yeah, just gonna shy away from the weapons that I've got my usage count over 100. That also means hammers are out, because I love me some hammers too. So yes, greatsword it is. And starting in the next episode, we will actually go on a quest. So I'll see you there, friends.